Hey guys, KFARR back again. Once again, welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be a video that I wasn't planning on making because I didn't think this guy would get picked up or turn himself in. So it's going to be an old Squishy Gardner video. And if we take a gander here, and if it seems like I watch every single old Squishy Gardner video, that's because I do. But this is going to be the second part of this video right here, which you guys can't see because my head's in the way. Right here, this video, 66,000 views. Contemptuous SovCit fined multiple times, then ordered to report to court or to jail. Can't see the rest of the title. He apparently showed back up to see a different judge. And there's a reason why he was acting crazy. Turns out he's actually crazy. So we're going to jump into this. We might not watch the entire 13 minutes, but I felt like I should probably give you guys the update since this is one of the few times that there is actually an update.
William Wayne Phillips?
Yes, sir. I would just like to apologize for my actions. The reason why I'm here, I was having a really bad day, and I let my mouth get the better of me, sir.
Okay, we'll address that a little bit more in a moment. This is State of Kansas versus William Wayne Phillips. It's case number 2024 TR 1376. Mr. Phillips appears from the jail Zoom location, Devin Canfield, as prosecuting attorney. I do see in this file an order and sentencing finding defendant in contempt of court and order to take into custody due to disruptive behavior, apparently on August the 14th before Judge Webster. Review the court's order. You were found in direct contempt of court multiple times, Mr. Phillips, and I appreciate your apology for having a bad day, but orders have already been made. Court first fines the defendant $100, then increases to $200, and then finally $500. Said fine still does not dissuade the defendant from his ongoing contemptuous conduct, so the court orders him removed from the call by the Zoom administrator, and the order was fulfilled. Court orders any law enforcement officer who may find the defendant wherever he may be to apprehend and detain him till he can be brought before the court for further sentencing on his subsequent direct contempt of court of failing to appear at 2:30 p.m. this date as ordered. Well, that was a really bad day, Mr. Phillips.
Yes, sir. I work out of town, and I suffer from bipolar syndrome, and I left my medication at home, and it was just one thing after another that day. And I let my mouth overrun my intelligence, and I tried to make it here on time, but I was working out in Independence, and when I came here, I felt that if I would have turned myself in, it would have been more bad than it was good, and then I just made a snowball get bigger, sir.
So this is already kind of turning into some wild shit, and the next clip, the next minute and a half, 2 minutes, is going to be some of the most sovereign citizen type shit ever. Before I was under the impression like, oh, maybe he's just, again, he said he's having a bad day, he's bipolar, but then he's going to make a claim about how long his license has been suspended. And you're going to think, fuck, is he a sovereign citizen? And then the excuse is going to be the most sovereign citizen not taking responsibility for his actions type shit I've ever heard.
So eventually you were just picked up on an arrest warrant?
Yes, sir. I was picked up on Thursday.
On Thursday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And where were you picked up at?
In Wichita, in Mays. I was leaving the company I work for, their yard out in Goddard, to another location, another job site. And then that's how I got picked up, sir.
Okay, so when did you arrive in the jail in Butler County?
Monday is the soonest they came and got me, sir.
Okay, well, apparently you didn't see a judge on Monday then?
No, sir.
All right. Anything about that statement that you would contest regarding how long he's been in jail, Mr. Canfield?
Your Honor, I was looking through the booking sheet now. I've not been able to find exactly when the defendant was booked into our jail, but I have no reason to believe that that's incorrect.
And I could pay the 500 upon my release today or whenever.
All right.
I just want to keep my job. I'm the only one that works in my household, and I mean, you hear this all the time that the longer I'm here, the more jeopardizing that it goes to my family, and that's the only. I mean, I understand I did wrong, and I need to be reprimanded for that, for my actions, and like I said before, I truly apologize. There's no excuse for it, sir.
What about these underlying charges, Mr. Phillips? I know we've talked about the contempt, but not while we haven't talked about why you were in court in the first place. You had a speeding charge, 86 and a 65.
Yes, sir.
And you also had a driving while suspended, a Class A misdemeanor. Apparently, it's not your first.
No, sir. I've been working with the state of California to beginning of August. I had paid all my dues to the California to release my license, which they returned to me because my license has been suspended for 23 years for no reason. Pretty much, yeah.
Yes, that was the part I was waiting for. His license has been suspended for 23 years. And for what reason? Oh, for basically no reason. Considering the fact that it was almost 30 over for speeding, might have something to do with it. The fact that he doesn't like to take care of his shit in court might also have something to do with it. But hey, that's just me using my brain.
And I finally got it resolved, and I've been in constant step on trying to better my situation with my driving and then also with my license, trying to be productive in every way that I can within, society, if you would. And it was just,
Are you wanting to try to get your license reinstated before trying to resolve these charges? Is that your goal?
That's my goal. I'm
Okay. Do you intend to do this on your own, or do you want the court to consider a court-appointed attorney?
Wait a second. Did you say I tried to get my license on my own or an attorney?
Well, handle this case. Are you going to? It doesn't appear that you've had an attorney appointed in the past, and I don't even know if you qualify for one.
No, sir. I planned on getting counsel through Charlie O'Hare's office.
Okay.
O'Hare in Wichita.
Okay. Well, I encourage you to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and establish a date then on a future calendar. How long is it going to take you to get this attorney hired and get this business taken care of, Mr. Phillips?
So Thursday when I got picked up, we had just moved from our old house. We were moving this weekend. So a lot of that has been tied up in that.
Because when it comes to these people, I have to jump to conspiracy paranoid brain. I'm curious if he decided to move after the last court case, where now they're trying to uproot their whole life to run away from this dude being a jackass in court, and then he got caught and they're like, ah, fuck. Well, we still gotta move.
But the sooner I can get back to work, the sooner I can set everything into motion. Like I already have a couple $100 saved up for the attorney. And then I'm trying to figure out how to go about, because in California, you have to call a number, which is their driver's license helpline. And I'm not sure how to do it here. I don't know if I have to take off work to go to the DMV, or if there's a number, or if there's online service I can do. I don't know how to go about it.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, Mr. Phillips. The court date I have for Judge Webster, who's pretty upset with you right now, is not until December. But I think I really want keep track of this case and set a court date much, much sooner. So I'm going to set you on an expedited docket with a different judge, Judge Lee. You can explain your situation to Judge Lee at that time. He can do appropriate future scheduling if necessary. But I'm going to set you on a docket 1:30 p.m. on September the 20th. That is a Zoom docket, Mr. Phillips. Now, you've handled yourself very appropriately today, Mr. Phillips, and I appreciate that. But when you get on with Judge Lee by Zoom, because this is a Zoom docket, so you can participate from the road, but you need to have good audio, good video, and participate fully September 20th at 1:30 in Judge Lee's court. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
I don't think we have a...
Thank
Are there some standard Zoom numbers for that docket, Mandy? Because he's not represented, so I don't know how he's going to get the Zoom invitation.
I think I have to call, because when I did it before, I was calling to actually reschedule my court date. And when I called up here, she automatically gave me the
Okay.
number and the password. So
Well, as long as you're on this meeting with no excuses, Mr. Phillips. September 20th, 1:30, Judge Lee's court. Okay? You need to appear by audio and visual means and readdress your case, and then explain the situation to Judge Lee, and then he can do appropriate future scheduling if necessary.
And this is why having the correct information for court makes the biggest difference. A lot of sovereign citizens, a lot of frauditors just say F the court, and then they give false information, and then when they get arrested on a warrant months and months later, they go, oh, I didn't know, you guys never sent me anything, because they want to play games. If you play games, you get warrants. It's how it goes. There is a couple more minutes to this. I cut that out because this is the update that I thought I owed you guys. This is the update. The rest of it is he got $1,000 signature bond where he signs himself out of court, and if he doesn't show up, he owes $1,000. But that's basically the gist of the rest of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this update. Again, I'm trying to do more updates for cases and videos and arrests as I see them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Have a good rest of your weekend. Peace.